Good afternoon to you all YouTubers. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Robin here, and we are live. Brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. I've been wanting to do this video for a while after seeing a footage of an asshole from CNN harassing an elderly lady who was a Trump supporter, and she posted some stuff on Facebook, and CNN got a hold of it and thought, "This is news. We found some evidence of some collusion of something of that matter." Well, this other little lady stuck to her guns. She stood up to this idiot, and he keeps saying, "Well, did you know you were talking with Russian? Did you know that you were posting stuff for Russian?" Like and she says, "I don't go with Russians." Right? I mean, she's like totally flipped the script up on the guy, and I'm sitting here watching the footage. I'm laughing. I mean, this little lady never missed a step. She stuck to her gun. She stood there and took this dumbass to task. She took him to school. I mean, this sweet old lady posted stuff pertaining to Trump supporters and everything else, and so on and so forth. And I mean, she never missed a beat. She stuck to her gun. She stood there, and she took this CNN idiot to school. I mean, she just outright owned this guy, owned this bastard. And he kept trying to pressure her. Did you know that you were talking to Russians? Did you know that you and then he asked, your group's called something Patriot, something Patriot, and well, that's the Russian group that call themselves, and the best part, she says, "I don't go with Russians." Like, she's like thinking, I mean, she totally owned this guy. But what bugged me was they were harassing this lady. They were harassing the lady. She's outside, and I mean, they were trying to make her into this Russian-loving old lady. No, I mean, she's a Trump. She told this idiot that all of them were Trump supporters. I mean, if you look at the footage, he kept trying to come up with some stupid shit, and she threw it right back in his face. I mean, totally owned this guy, and I mean, just a little old lady. And I mean, it was just. I mean, this is how CNN works. This is how they are. They're trying to take down InfoWars off of YouTube, and then they're trying to harass this old lady. And I mean, this was even though this was like a couple of weeks ago or so, but I wanted to get my thoughts on it, and here I am. I'm gonna be honest. I've look. I mean, it's insane. Couple of burritos. Good. Now, the whole entire thing is back in the day. Okay, back in the day, I mean, the media didn't go out and harass somebody like what CNN is doing now. There were rules that you had to go by. I mean, um, the news was a lot different. I mean, it wasn't as harsh as bad as it is today. I got here half and half diet Snapple. Half and half. Pretty good to drink. But my question is this. I mean, I bet you guys have the same question. What made the news today so messed up, so derogatory in a harassing way? I mean, you didn't have the Chicago Sun-Times going to Al Capone's door, constantly knocking on the door when he says no comment, just a door, and he's like, because if it happened, that reporter would get kicked in the nuts and the fucking brass next to the jaw here. But there was a footage of an elderly guy being harassed by CNN, and when the guy went back into his business, this reporter thought, oh, it's okay. Well, and he turned around and punched the reporter in the mouth. This is how they are now. And when you look at this elderly lady who posted a thing on Facebook pertaining to the Trump supporters and the campaign itself, and it makes you want to think that there is something wrong here. It seems that nobody can do anything. They cannot post anything on social media without the news getting a wind of this. Like, because CNN, they have people that monitors YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth, and they try to find something. Try to find something on social media. Try to find anything on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, so on and so forth, and to find something that they could use as part of a story. And what bugged me is that here's this lady, elderly lady, who posted something on Facebook, and somehow CNN got wind of this. They got wind of the post. They went to her house and they tried to say that, well, she talked. The sweet old lady talked to people who were actually Russians. You know, I mean, just because the little lady posts something about Trump and Trump supporters, and I mean, but pertaining to the election and whatnot, but they somehow had this post that she put on Facebook, and they went to her house, harassing this widow lady who wanted nothing more to be left alone. But this fucking idiot keeps asking her stupid, dumbass questions, and he asked her, "Do you know that you were talking to Russians?" And my favorite part is she flipped the script on this guy, saying, "I don't go with Russians," and like this guy didn't get the fucking hint. Okay, but I mean, this lady, hey, she ain't stupid. She knows what this guy's doing, and I mean, it was funny. It was outright funny as shit. And I sat there and laughed my ass off because this lady just flipped the script on this guy, took him to task. I tipped my hat off to the little lady, and this lady was not stupid. She knew what this guy was. Hey, this lady did not fuck around. This lady meant business. Okay. This little lady meant business. Okay. If you go to YouTube and type it up, and you see this little lady, the sweet little lady, just taking this guy to task and owning this son of a bitch. I literally just left my ass off, and I just no, but like my video before, CNN is really, I mean, they are really desperate for ratings, big time, and it seems that Operation Mockingbird is still in effect. I mean, corporations are running the media. They're owning them. They're running the media big time. And when you understand that, when you want a good, when you want to listen to a good story, and you want your news, you want to be informed. One thing that bugs me is that sometimes the news would go from one story to another, and not dragging into the mud for months, days, or weeks, like CNN is doing. They're thinking, well, the Russian thing is ratings gold. Okay, if it's ratings gold, how come they have 880,000 viewers a week? Haven't cracked the million viewer mark at all. Still at 800. Sorry, they're still at 880,000 viewers. They have less viewers than a Full House rerun. Okay, if you're the news, you should be up there in the millions of viewers and shit. But when you're pulling the CNN shit, you would be at 880,000 viewers a week. Period. Because the fake news, all this, well, the Rush thing's ratings gold. It looks like it's ratings. What? So what? Bronze? If there was a store that was ratings gold, it would be up there, and like there'll be so many news breaks and whatnot. Crap. I mean, you have to understand there's a line in the sand that you don't cross in the news. And if you a report that's out there on your feet going out there, getting the story, talking to people, interviewing people, and not be in your office making up shit. See, you didn't have people on social media back in the day because we didn't do this shit on computers. You didn't go on the internet. You didn't. I mean, you had to go. You had to go flat foot, interview people, talk to people, talk to their sources and shit. And I mean, you would have a pile of information that could be a pretty good story. But right now, if that ever happened, the head of the network, the head of the papers, and everything else would not let you do this story. Will not let you put in the paper because the media is protecting somebody. They're protecting a certain candidate, a certain government official. As long as there's money coming in, and it's been controlled by a certain member of a certain agency, then that story will never ever happen because it's being censored. It's being tight-lipped. That's why when somebody comes on to either MSNBC or CNN or ABC News or CBS News, and they tell the truth, all of a sudden their feet's cut, their mic's cut, even if it's one of their own. Oh, I'm sorry, we kind of, it looks like we got technical difficulty. Really? Technical difficulty, huh, motherfucker? Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's see here. It's because everything's tight-lipped. I mean, if you're out to get a story and it's good, and it's a good story where it could be in the paper, could be in the front page, or it might be in the middle page. Or basically, if it's good, but it's too good, it might be put in the back of the paper. If CNN was a newspaper in the paper business, a really good gold story that's the truth, it would be censored and put in the back of the paper. It wouldn't be in the front paper, it would be in the back. And that terms the mic's cut, the feed's cut, hey, all we got. I'm sorry, we got some technical difficulty. Yeah, right. Technical difficulty. CNN, the front page news, and also breaking news. CNN just to cut the feet of somebody who's telling the truth, and we got technical difficulty. Bullshit. They were censoring somebody because up top, cut his mic, cut his feed, yada yada yada. We don't want to hear this shit. Well, the people do. The people want to hear this shit. You know, Dana Loesch was right about the media, the legacy media. They love massacres because to them it's ratings gold. Ratings gold. You have tens of thousands of grieving white mothers. What about the grieving black mothers and Asian mothers and Latino moms? I mean, they've lost kids in shootings. I mean, you get gang members that's killing each other and everything else. And I mean, why go off of why could they look at gang members that they got weapons all the time? They get it illegally. And look at drug dealers; they're on all the time, and their weapons are illegal. The media, it's a kind of a 50-50 thing. Do you want 50% of the truth or 50% of the lie? People will want the truth, but not 50% of it. They want all the truth. They want the truth. But it seems that the lie is more believable than the truth is. If you tell the truth, you're guilty in the court of lies. I mean, look at this elderly lady that CNN found. She posts something on Facebook. She's a Trump supporter. I mean, she started a group on Facebook called some Patriots, and this idiot from CNN claiming, well, that's where they're going at, and they're Russian. And she told him, I don't go with Russians. They don't. Every network is far left. Hollywood's far left. I mean, if you look at how the media is running today, now YouTube is a great platform. YouTube is a great platform for anybody. If you want to start your own little media empire, little media gig, and to report the news for the people and whatnot, and you start to get traction in your channel. I mean, huge traction, like AMTV, Alternative Media, the Next News Network, InfoWars, and so on and so forth. Then all of a sudden, you get networks like CNN, MSNBC, who are seriously looking at you as this big threat. NBC, ABC, CBS News are looking at you as a threat, thinking, well, we need to stop these guys because they're giving us a good run. I mean, you have the little guy media, alternative media, giving the big guys a good run. Matt Drudge, the Drudge Report, he's been at it for almost 25 years, and he has his finger on that pulse, and I mean, you got to think, okay, let's run with this. What's it about? Well, don't worry about it. We'll run with it. And you're just going to run with a fake story, okay? This fake story that CNN has been doing. Okay, they're nothing more than a bunch of smoke and mirror media. Okay, there was a footage of Anderson Cooper claiming he's in Connecticut. Okay, talking to this lady who was either a teacher or a parent or an official at the school. And as you know, he's turning. Part of his nose disappears in front of a green screen. CNN is not really new. They're fake. They're very extremely fake news. Have you noticed that each week they'll have the same fucking panel? Same panels, different each week, but different days on each program we got on CNN. It's funny as shit. But the thing is that they can't get anybody on CNN that they could phone or school or to take the test. They have the same fucking people every goddamn time. And every time they have somebody like this one, this one chick, and they got in there. She's pro Maxine Waters, and she's been owned and taken to school every goddamn time. There's somebody that has been there, done that, seen it all. Read the reports, read the documents, and everything else. Has owned this bitch big time. And I mean very big time. It is funny as shit. It is literally funny as shit. Very funny as shit. And they have the same panel, but they'll switch them around a bit each program, each day, each week. And they can't get anybody on CNN anymore because CNN cannot be trusted. They're fake news. But But why are they going after a little old lady who's a Trump supporter because she posted? I mean, they have people monitoring social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, I mean, any social media, and they cherry pick certain things from social media and shit, like a veteran posted something on Facebook, and they came in, took them, and put them in a mental in an asylum without any due process because he posted something, he put something on Facebook. So somehow law enforcement got to his house, arrested him, and instead of taking him to jail, they took him to a mental institution without due process. They couldn't find him. But when they did find him, the judge said, release him. What happened to him was illegal, unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. CNN people are cherry picking through social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and they will stick to a certain. They will hold on to these pieces for a while, then they'll put it in a little save file box here, and then they'll go through the whole thing again, and they'll cherry pick it through. If I find anything that could help them get ratings, a store that get ratings, all of a sudden they ain't helping. They ain't helping. They're not out there on the ground. They don't have boots on the ground talking to people, getting interviews, getting sources and whatnot. They're sticking to the same fucking thing over the last 28 years. They never change. It's an ongoing, constant thing. Fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news for the last 28 years. For 28 years, they've been fake fucking news for 28 goddamn years. So why are they attacking this old lady? It's raining gold. No, it's not. You're a network that's harassing somebody because she's exercising her right to free speech and posted something on Facebook, and CNN got wind of this and got hold of this post, and all of a sudden they followed this lady. That's like those memes, those CNN memes of Donald Trump at WrestleMania taking down a CNN's sign thing, and it was a edited meme video that somebody did. CNN got hold of this guy. They found out who this guy is. They doxed this guy. They found out where he lived, and they threatened him. They threatened this guy. Period. They threatened this guy. Period. And they made him promise not to do it again. But guess what? It's been still happening ever since. It wasn't just this guy. They went and they harassed this guy. They made him sign this agreement thing never to do it again. It's fucking free speech, motherfuckers. This guy, even though this was a little over a year or so ago, and it was a meme. It's a meme. That's all it was, a meme. I mean, the one thing that did bug me is that when I was in high school, I thought about going into journalism and work for the local network, the local news here in Fresno. Because I thought here I think in the news is pretty cool. I mean, being a journalist, you get to travel all over town, all up and down California, and all over Fresno, and I mean, get to do some pretty cool assignments and whatnot. Uh, Hopefully, after a while, I could take what I learned and go somewhere else. But I'm more of a radio guy. I love radio, and I lost interest until I came across YouTube. I love YouTube. It's a good platform. YouTube is a good platform for anybody and everybody. For different genres of videos, true crimes, sports, entertainment, the news, and so on and so forth. And I mean, it just really is an amazing platform. I think that is worth to stay. It is worth to stick with what is there because YouTube is a big platform where if you're just a little guy and you're reporting the news here, you're giving the networks like CNN a big run for the money. And right now, CNN is at 880,000 viewers on the network, on the news network. They ain't doing very well. They are really not doing good. They are freaking desperate right now. Right now, they are pissed off at YouTube because YouTube has not booted Infowars yet. Well, guess what? Infowars ain't doing anything wrong. Infowars is being Infowars. They're reporting in the news. They're reporting of what is not reported on CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, or CBS News. Infowars, AM TV, alternative media television, the Next Day Network, and a few other ones are doing their job. If they're pissing off CNN, that means they're doing their damn job. They're doing their damn job. Let out, period. But that one question I have is why did they harass a little lady who posted something on Facebook that was not threatening, not at that matter? It was she was a little lady who was a Trump supporter who supported Trump. She supported Trump. And that's a question. Why go after the little lady? Why go after the lady? She didn't do anything to anybody. She's just a little lady. And they harassed her. And she finally, you know what? Make sure you do this right. They didn't do it. They don't care. CNN does not care about you. The left-wing media does not care about you. They're like politicians. They do not give a rat's ass about you. As long as they get their ratings and money for their investors and shit, they could give a good goddamn about you. But they don't. It's all about money. It's about the money. The rating. They are the legacy media that loves mass shootings, mass deaths, because its ratings gold. They love grieving white mothers. Okay. What about the grieving black mothers, and the grieving Hispanic mothers, and the grieving Asian mothers, and the grieving Arab mothers? What about the grieving Irish mothers, the German mothers, the Russian mothers, the Brazilian moms, bless their kids, the Puerto Rican moms, the Colombian moms, the Ukrainian moms, the French moms, the Australian moms, the Belgian moms who lost their kids to shootings and other crimes. What about those moms? What about the Egyptian moms, the Syrian moms, the Yemen moms, the Libyan moms, the African moms, Canadian moms, the Japanese moms, the Chinese moms, the Filipino moms who lost their kids to crime? See, the media don't give a rat's ass about you. Politicians do not give one good goddamn about you. This is why networks like CNN covers for them so fucking much. What about the moms whose children are biracial? What about those moms? Or what about the moms whose children are disabled? Or what about the moms whose children are in the military or in law enforcement? What about those moms? Think about it. What about those moms? See, now these days, even if you mention about the shooting, if you mention David Hogg's name, if you mention the name of the 4 students in that drama class, your videos goes down, your channel is suspended. But lately, it seems that it's changing because for a while, CNN accused InfoWars of saying, well, the crisis actors were that nobody died and the kids, the 4 kids were crisis actors and they're paid. Well, if you think about it, part of it's true. See, this whole entire thing is where the students of the school are skipping class. All this hype is they're cutting class. And the one thing that's pretty stupid is that David Hogg said, I ain't going back to school until the Florida legislators do something. Really? You dumb fuck. Right now it's what March 8th? Let's see. April, May, June? You got 3 months to get back to class, motherfucker, because you need to graduate. Sorry, I ain't going back to class until they do something about the shit. Motherfucker, you think that you're going to get your fucking gun control? It ain't going to fucking happen, motherfucker. And you say, well, my movement was going to last longer than the NRA. Motherfucker, do you know how long the NRA has been around? The NRA has been around for a very, very long time. Very long time. And it ain't going away, so the little movement's going to die here pretty soon. See, the little movement is just nothing more than a bunch of propaganda for the networks. And you're the little poster bitch. And you got the sheriff, Scott Israel, saying, my leadership was amazing. I'm compared to, I am like Donald Trump. No, sheriff, because The difference between you and Donald Trump is that Donald Trump's people actually work. They actually do their job. Why would your guys at the school? They didn't do shit, didn't they, motherfucker? No, they sit there because, like you, they were pussies like you, Cheryl. Yeah. So you get no credit, you don't pass go, and you don't collect $200. You just embarrass yourself, you piece of shit. I mean, come on. This is outright fucking nuts here. Okay? Okay, guys. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification for future videos to come. And you just watch the Anonymous Liberty Media. I am Grandmaster Evan signing off. Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Reverend out. Peace out. Reverend out.